Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Day Shift, and this is a new action, horror, comedy, fantasy series in film coming out on Netflix from director J.J. Perry, who is a former stunt coordinator. And this film focuses on a hardworking, blue-collar dad who hunts vampires, who really needs to get money to keep his daughter and his separated wife in the LA area in San Fernando Valley, and really wants to keep his family together, so he must get a union job for vampire hunters, and winds up being teamed up with a pencil pusher who has no idea what the hell he's doing in the field. And we have Jamie Foxx as Bud, who is our main protagonist, who is doing his Jamie Foxx charming and very charismatic self, just oozing it out there, and he's a pleasure to watch. And you have Dave Franco, who is his kind of like handler and the one who's supposed to be keeping an eye on him, and he plays this uptight, very nervous kind of guy very well. He brings quite a bit of energy to this performance. Every time he sees vampires, he pees himself. So that stupid gag. There is some sophomore kind of humor in this, but in general, they're a lot of fun. And like Snoop Dogg's in it, who's like the biggest, baddest vampire hunter, which is very interesting. And some of the other cast, like Peter Stormare pops up here. There's a couple of vampire hunting brothers, one of them Scott Adkins, and they're a lot of fun. Megan Good plays his wife, and I really like her. I think she's very charismatic and brings a lot of charm to the film she's in. Carlos Souza, who's from How to Get Away with Murder, is our main antagonist here, and she's not interesting. They do like the bare minimum to try to give her any kind of motivation besides just being a greedy vampire and evil. And the antagonists in the film are lame and really underdeveloped. And some of the characters aren't the most developed either, but you do grow this connection with Bud. You could support him on his journey here. Snoop Dogg's character's fun. He pops up every so often. There's some twists and turns in this story that you might not expect and add some interesting dimensions to things. But honestly, the first 2/3 of this film has great action. Like, really great action that's enthralling, it's fun, it's unique, it's crazy. In subtle ways, Perry's able to set up some of the powers of these vampires without actually having to explicitly tell us. And by using some good shots and mirror reflections, or lack thereof, and stuff like that. But the third act of this film, the action really flounders, becomes a whole heck of a lot less interesting. This film has a lot of tropes that it leans into. It's not the most unique story, and it does get bogged down with a lot of exposition. But overall, I think this is a fun, riotous time. It's a thrill ride through at least 2/3 of it. And even the third act does have its moments too. And when it's all said and done, you have a charismatic and likable central lead here. We have some awesome, crazy, over-the-top action. And I think enough heart there to keep us fighting for Bud and his daughter and his wife, and care enough. And also this odd couple kind of relationship that Fox and Franco develop over the course of the film. This is a fun one. Go check it out on Netflix. But those are my thoughts on Day Shift. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.